Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the ultimate farming guide for 0.8. And yeah, I'm just fascinated with what this looks like. Um, Instead of watching one of those YouTube videos where they speed up time, I can just speed up time on my test server to see this happening. So, in any case, this is our little farming house, okay, that we built. Just a nice little farming house. Okay. Very, very nice designs here. Nice combinations of base building. As you guys can see, if you put down that blueprint and that blueprint together before you build it, then you can build this one. When you build this one, then this blueprint becomes green, and then you can build that one. And for the life of me, I don't know exactly how I did this, but I was just playing around with my farmhouse build, and my roof actually snapped like this. Now, to some of you that's been playing with base building for a while, this might seem easy, but yeah, this is quite cool. There's a lot of snapping systems, a lot of places where parts become one. Okay, that you guys still need to play with. But in any case, guys, the reason I've been taking so long with the farming video is because I did this naturally. Took me about 3 days to grow these plants. Okay, so here you can see we've got an apple tree. Okay, and then I planted corn here. Okay, that's corn, and then here we planted potatoes. And then here we planted tomatoes. And we can all see what this is. And I can't search it. Okay. And then this is a carrot. My loot settings are times 10. So I'm not sure why I'm not finding anything in these. But yeah, this is a fig tree. That's lettuce. This is peppers. And this is pumpkin. Okay, so the growing of plants is not that complicated, guys. The only thing that takes time is that you have to watch your plants that you plant regularly. Like you have to add fertilizer to your plants. Some of them 3 times, some of them 4 times. So every now and then you just have to check on that. Then all the seeds basically, when you hover over a seed packet, okay, let me just see here, seed, corn seeds, let me see here, okay, no, that's just the seed. I just want to know how you get just want to see if I can spawn in the packets that you get at the traders. Bag, okay. So all the bags that you get will tell you at the top, known pests are, solved by pesticide, solved by fungicide. So that's what all the seeds say, pesticide and fungicide. I haven't really encountered fungicide, but I've encountered weeds that you get rid of with the weed repellent. And then I just spray them with pesticide. I don't think you can have 3 effects at once. Like if I take the weed repellent now, doesn't look like I'm going to need the weed repellent now. Okay, so if I take the pesticide, I can apply the pesticide, but it looks like you can just have 2 effects on the plants at the same time. Of course, my character could be bugged because I've done a lot of tests on the test server. But yeah, there you see pesticide applied. If there's weeds, then you can apply the weeds, okay, or you can just apply the fungicide, okay. So I can just go here and both are pesticides, okay. Look at those lovely clouds. So let's just get the fungicide here. Fungicide. So if you take the fungicide, then you can apply the fungicide as well. But yeah, at the moment on my test server, it feels like it's resetting after the restart. Like no matter what I add to it, okay, there it says pesticide and fungicide applied. You know, that's what all the seeds say. Pesticide and fungicide. Okay. So that's a way to keep your seeds safe. But yeah, like I say, it looks like after every restart, what you applied goes away, because although I apply weed repellent and the weeds go away, sorry, when the server restarts, then I just see a bunch of weeds again. Okay. And yes, you can remove the weeds with your hand. I'm just gonna set the time here to 8 so that you guys can see all the time. You can take the weeds out by hand, but the gardening hoe definitely makes that very, very easy. One big tip that I want to give you guys is do not try and kill a puppet with a hoe. Okay, it's not gonna work out very well for you. Like if we just spawn in a normal puppet here, as you guys can see, a hoe cannot protect you while you're busy with the farming. Okay. Nothing you can do with the hoe. You're just going to be hitting through them. Okay? So, better to have a real weapon. Okay? That you can smack them with very, very quickly. So, you're going to need something to protect yourself. Just don't think the hoe can protect you. Okay? Because it's not going to work out well. So, yeah, I did this real time. Took me about 3 days. Okay? It's very easy. You just plant the seed. So all you do is you come here, you press tab, okay? You drag the seed into there, you drag the fertilizer in there. The industrial fertilizer is better than the organic fertilizer, okay? So you just drag both of them in there, you put water in, and then every now and then you have to replace the fertilizer because the seed doesn't disappear. Sometimes the seed dies if you don't take care of it regularly, or you don't add any weed repellent or pesticide. But the fertilizer disappears, so you just have to reapply the fertilizer. Okay, so every time I add something to a plot, I just press tab, so I'm in my inventory screen, and then I can hold in my focus mode to see what's going on. Okay, and most of the plot signs only takes about 4 liters of water. Okay, I do not like the water can because it's extremely big. And yeah, if you spill it, you spill everything. So you have to spill it and stop spilling it and stuff like that. But I found if you've got a well, which is quite easy to create. Okay, just want to see if I got rid of my bottles. Did I get rid of all my bottles? It looks like I did. So I'm just going to spawn into 2-liter bottles here. Okay, bottle. There we go. Just 2 of these bottles, because every plot can only hold about 4.7 liters of water, guys, where the water can holds like 100 liters, you know, a heck of a lot of water. And when you spill it, you spill all of it, unless you cancel the action. But I don't want you guys to cancel actions. So I'd rather want you guys to build a well close to your farm, okay? And you can see now we're spilling things in a much better way than what we used to. The spilling actually looks like we're trying to water something. Okay, so we're going to spill this as well. So yeah, I found out because even if it rains, the max water that a plot can take is 4.7 liters. So I found that just filling my 2-liter bottles with water at the well works very, very well for me, because then I can just go to a plot like this, okay, and say spill. Okay, and you just spill it over the plot like this. Okay, it had 2 liters, now it's got 4 liters. Okay, so usually your plot is dry unless it rains. But I mean, a 2-liter bottle works very, very well. You can see most of my plots have been surviving with 2 liters of water. Okay, I don't know if the plants grow faster But I mean, I let them grow with 2 liters of water each, okay? And they still grew just fine. So yeah, you just need 1 2 liter bottle for each plot sign, because the water, the gardening watering thing is very big. You can't put it in your backpack. If you spill it, you spoil everything. Okay. So yeah, 2 liter bottles works the best for me. Again, don't use the gasoline canisters either, because they hold 50 liters. So you're going to have to, start spilling and then stop the spilling to try and get that right. And yeah, like I said, I did this over 3 days. I just sped up the time for you guys now to show you guys, how you do it. So as you guys know, this is the big 5 that we spoke about. And of course, you can get larva from logs that gives you 5 XP as well. But from the olives, you can't take a seed. But from the potatoes, you can collect the seed. Okay. So you can get a potato seed from the big 5. Let me just see if I can get rid of these bottles quickly. Let's put that bottle there. From the corn, you can collect seed. Okay, so there we've got a corn seed. And from the cucumber, you can collect the seed. And from the cabbage, you can collect the seed. Okay, it's only the olives that you can't collect the seed from. So the seeds at the traders are very expensive, but like this, it's free. Okay, I don't know if the seeds from the traders have a lower chance to die. Maybe these seeds have a higher chance to die. I'm not sure. But I'm just going to take you guys through the process. Okay, so I'm going to fill my 2 liter bottle again with water. And then I've got the fertilizer on me. Okay, so I'm just going to press tab. Going to add the potato seed. Okay. And the higher your farming skill is, the faster this is. Seeding them is very, very slow. But if you start with a character with advanced farming, okay, you'll do everything much faster, and the chances to succeed at these tasks are much better as well. Okay, so just showing you what the time is like here. And I set my server speed to be, without complicating it for you guys, 1 minute in game for me at the moment is 1 hour. Okay, so every minute in game is going to be an hour for you guys in game. Okay, just to speed up things. So there's the seed. Then we drag the fertilizer to the fertilizer. And of course, it will be wet because we already added water to the plot. Okay, and that's it. Now we can do this. And we've got water inside it. It's seeding. Okay, everything is fine. You can spray it now if you want to. I'm just taking you guys through the steps. Again, empty plot. Press tab. Take the corn seed. Okay, put the corn seed in there. Okay, as soon as you add the seed, you will see the water and everything. Add the fertilizer. Okay, and cucumber, cabbage. Let's do the cabbage last. The cabbage is a little bit bigger, so let's do the cabbage. Let's just do 3, guys, for now. Let's do 3 for now. Same thing. Animation starts happening as soon as you add the seed, and there's already water in there. Okay. So now you guys see it's seeding. Okay. It's seeding at the moment. Seeding. Seeding. Okay. And after a while, I'm going to have to press tab because the fertilizer usually disappears first. Okay. That's the one thing you have to keep an eye on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add the pesticide, just because the seeds usually say pesticide and fungicide. So we can add that just to be safe. Okay. Put the pesticide there. Garden weeds has been an effect on my plants, and pests have been an effect on my plants, where I needed to add the weed repellent. The weed repellent or the the weed repellent and the pesticide, but I haven't needed to use the fungicide yet. But again, they say that most of the seeds need that. Okay. So there you can see now pesticide applied and fungicide applied. Okay. And it's good to add these two because you can see the weeds. You can't see the other things. Okay. You can see the weeds, but not the other things. So here we're going to apply fungicide first. And then we're going to apply the no. We're going to apply the pesticide. And yeah, guys, weeds can be clearly visible. You can just remove it with your hands, or you can apply weed repellent, which is the herbicide. And if you have a hoe, the hoe removes weeds very, very quickly. But I mean, you can do it with your hands. Okay, that's not a problem. So we're at 17 minutes in the video now. Let's just wait because 60 minutes. 1 minute in my test server now is 60 minutes in a normal server. Okay, so let's just see how many hours it takes for us to need to add fertilizer again. I'll be back now. As you guys can see, it just rained. Okay, so now everything is wet. So that's also an option. You can put down the plant sign, wait for it to rain, and then start planting. If you don't want to struggle with, if you don't want to struggle with a well or whatever the case may be, you can just wait for it to rain. You can see now 4 liters, even after it rained. Okay. Okay, guys, we're at 21 minutes now. So I'm going to say from 16 minutes in the video, like I skipped this part, but there you can see the seed has got stripes through it and we need to add fertilizer. Okay. So that was 5 minutes according to me. So that's 5 hours. So 5 hours in game. That's how long it takes for you to need to add fertilizer again. Okay. 5 hours. Roughly. Okay. This fertilizer is not gone yet. That fertilizer is not gone yet. So, because of course we added this one, we seeded this one first. So this fertilizer should disappear quite soon. Because we started on that, then we went here, and then we went here. So this one should disappear quite soon. And you can see now that one is vegetating. Okay, this one is still seeding. This one is vegetating. So every plant has got various stages. So every time it goes to another stage, you need to add fertilizer again. Okay. There. Okay. So now this one is vegetating. So now we need to add fertilizer to this one. Okay. And like I say, 1 minute on my server is 60 minutes on a normal server. Okay. This one is still... so this one is seeding, that one's vegetating, and that one's vegetating. Okay. So yeah, I'll just add fertilizer to this one as soon as it starts vegetating, and then I'll skip ahead again and just tell you guys how much hours it takes roughly in game. Just a quick little note here, guys, while I'm waiting. If you look at this, look at that sun. Okay, the sun is saying 0.06 W per square meter or something like that. I think that's the growth rate. Okay, so when it's dark at night, nothing much happens. Okay, 0.002 while the sun isn't shining. Okay, so it almost feels like nothing's happening at night. But then when we go to, okay, I want to skip to daytime now, but I want to get the time exact because the time that I'm giving you guys includes nighttime when it's not, you see there, 0, when it's not really growing. Okay. But let me just skip to morning here. If we skip to the morning, look there, 18.23. Okay. So nothing really happens at night. So it's better for you to understand that during the night, however long your nighttime is on your server, it's very important for you to understand that nothing happens during the night. It only starts growing during the day. Okay. So if you want to check your plants regularly, try and figure out when does the morning start on your day and when does the time go down, when does the sun go down on your server, and then rather just check it in those times, okay, where something is actually happening. Look there, 40.66, okay, 47. So 47 is very high, 54, as it's becoming later in the day, okay, it's getting better and better and better. And if I take off my jacket quickly, and I look at the time, it's 9 o'clock in the morning at the moment. Okay, like I say, time is going past very quickly. We're at 89 there, almost 100. Okay, so you've got peak growing times on your farm. It's just going up and up and up and up and up. It's 10 o'clock now. You guys can see how quickly the time is going by on my watch. 119. So we can figure out when's the prime time for growing with our watches. Okay, so 120 is about the highest. Now it's going down. It was at about 120 up until 11 o'clock. So it looks like, between 9 and 11 is quite good. But it's staying good right through. We can just see when it starts lowering. At what time does it start lowering? Slide. 1 o'clock, still very high at 1 o'clock. You guys can see everything's growing here nicely. Don't need fertilizer yet. Been quite a while. So it definitely takes more time when it's vegetating than when it's seeding. The seeding was very quick. The seeding was about 5 hours in game. We are now getting close to like 7 hours in game for needing new fertilizer. Okay, so the second stage definitely takes longer. So now it's going down. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Starting to go down. Yeah, it's starting to go down. Yeah, from 2 o'clock. Always lovely to see how the weather is going. Lovely to see how Scum's clouds work, very, very close to real life. Very, very nice. So let's check the time here again. We're heading on to 3 o'clock still. Right through, as soon as the sun comes up, it's having a major effect. Still doesn't need fertilizer. We're almost going on 10 hours now where it doesn't need any fertilizer. That one doesn't need fertilizer yet. That one doesn't need fertilizer yet. Okay, no negative effects. If there's a negative effect, it will tell you at the bottom. There. Yeah, so after about 10 hours, guys, it needs fertilizer again. Okay, so 5 hours in the seeding stage, about 10 hours in the vegetating stage, and now it's ripening. I think the ripening is going to be very, very fast. Okay, we're at 32 minutes now. Yes, I'm skipping a lot, but my video is still at 32 minutes to keep the timer right. And then let's just check the time again. Okay, so we're heading to 5 o'clock. So from 8 o'clock right up until 5 o'clock is still full power with the growing. still full power with the growing. Okay. Now it's going down. Now it's going down. So we lost, yeah. Now it's going down, guys. So when we start getting to 6 o'clock, the growth rate is slowing. If anyone in the comments can tell me what that W per square meter means, it will help a lot. And of course, guys, this is not called the ultimate guide because I know everything. This is called the ultimate guide because we can use this video and go through the comment section to see what everyone has learned through all the updates. Like maybe there's changes that comes into the updates. Maybe other people have worked out better strategies. We are strong because we're a community, not just because I'm one person. I just get you guys off the starting blocks and then you guys sprint all the way. And then of course, like a lot of my community members, then you guys start teaching me things as well. Okay? Because I'm touching on everything instead of specializing in everything. Okay, ripening, flowering. Okay, so all of them were seeding, and I think all of them were vegetating, but the last stage is ripening and flowering, corn flowers. Okay, corn flowers. Yeah, the animations are a little bit weird, but that doesn't matter. So things on the ground looks like it's ripening, and then things that grow looks like it flowers. Okay? Of course, all of these are ripe. No, I don't want to add fertilizer. Search. Okay, okay. We have to go away. If you want to keep searching your plants, go away. It's just like loot. Like if you search this thing, it's just like a loot container. You have to be 50 meters at least away from it for half an hour for it to respawn whatever was supposed to be inside there. Nothing will respawn while you're at the farm, guys. You have to log out for half an hour or go away for half an hour if you want to keep picking your plants, okay? Okay, so now it's at the ripening. It's raining again. And yeah, we were at 33 minutes, so we're at 3 hours. I will be surprised if the ripening. And the seeding is 5 hours. The vegetating is 10 hours. And then the ripening, I think the ripening will be slow, guys. Or faster. Definitely faster. And like you guys know, nothing is happening. So I'm just going to skip to 8 o'clock again. Okay. Just going to skip to 8 o'clock again. From 8 o'clock, it's the exposure goes up. So let's finish the video quickly. And then I want to just add something fancy for you guys at the end. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is ripe. Okay, as you can see, it hasn't lost the fertilizer. Okay, it is ripe after 4 hours. Okay, so the seeding takes about 5 hours. I mean, a few times I skip the nighttime, but roughly the seeding takes 5 hours. The second part, the vegetating, takes double that amount of time. And then the ripening takes about 5 hours as well. Okay. This one's still flowering. As you can see, it's growing nicely. Okay, we can search this. Got nothing, even with the ×10 multiplier, which is weird. But in any case, maybe it's the time of day that's stuffing around with it. This one's still flowering. This one's ripening. So yeah, I think it will all be the same time. But that is the basics, guys. That is the basics. It looks like most of them have 3 stages: seeding, vegetating, ripening, or flowering. Okay? And then it just looks like the fertilizer stays in it. Okay, maybe if you don't attend to the plants regularly, then you need to add fertilizer again, because I definitely feel some of these plants needed to be fertilized 4 times, but that could just be because I didn't attend to them because I like waited 3 days, real life. Okay, but one thing we can do now is we can spawn in a thermometer. Okay, and then it says here, every seed says growth optimal temperature 10 degrees to 35 degrees Celsius. Okay, can tolerate low temperatures up to minus 40. Okay, so growth optimal temperatures minus 10 and minus 35 for an apple. Okay, cabbage. Okay, doesn't just tell you on the cabbage seed. Okay, let me just check here. Bag. Fig tree corn seed bag. What does it say with the corn seed bag? Minus 24, minus 30. That doesn't see optimal temperature. Minus 10, minus 30. Hopefully that's 10 to 30 or 24 to 30, guys. Because looks like we're at optimal temperature here. And you can see that we're at 20 degrees Celsius. Okay, in the middle of the map, in the B sector. We're at 20. We're going to 24 now. Of course, the other one is Fahrenheit. Okay, we're about 80 degrees Fahrenheit. So looks like around here, the temperature is about, let's see, at 8 in the morning. Let's see, at 8 in the morning. 8 at the morning, we're sitting at about above 10. So hopefully those optimal temperatures are actually plus Celsius, not minus Celsius. So in the B sector, it's going to go from 10 to, let's say, 15. It's going to go from 10 to just below 30. Okay? Which is the optimal, according to me, is the optimal weather. Okay? Until we check the other parts of the map. So I'm just going to teleport quickly to the south, where it's very, very hot. Okay, so we know in the middle of the map, we're going from above 10 to under 30. And then if we go to the south of the map, where it's very, very hot. Okay, we go to just the south. Okay, so here it's 30 at the moment. It's above 30. So it's going above 30, guys. Okay, you can clearly see it's going above 30. Okay, so the southern part of the map, we are here now. The Z sectors are not really optimal because you get very, very hot here. Okay, so if we go to 8 o'clock, even early in the morning, early in the morning is not too bad. But then if we go to, if we go to 12, which is close to the hottest part of the day. Yeah, 12 isn't the hottest part of the day. Let's say 15. Okay, so in the south, the temperature is just below 40, just above 10. Okay, but it can become very, very hot. In the south, okay, can definitely go over 40. I've seen it go over 40, okay, which is extremely hot, guys. I'm from South Africa. That is extremely hot, okay? And then when it comes to the snow, it depends on your elevation. So if you're on flat ground like here, You know, if you're not very elevated on mountains, it's at 10 in the afternoon, guys. It's at 10 in the afternoon. Let's check 8 o'clock in the morning. So in the snow, the low temperatures are a bit too low. Okay, so you're going to struggle with growth because of optimal temperatures, and you're going to struggle a bit in the south. But in the middle of the map, you're going to do quite well. Okay, and even if we have the same time, if we elevate ourselves now to a mountain, for you guys that want to live on a mountain, it goes even lower. Look here, lower than 0. Okay, the higher you up, you guys can see we're on a mountain. Okay, the higher you go up, the colder it gets, guys. It's minus 10 now. If you guys want to understand why I always feel that it's a good defensive strategy to build your base on a mountain if you're solo, it's just people don't really want to be here most of the time. And it's going to be very difficult for people to raid you at night, especially not pro clans, but I mean for the average person, you're not going to get a lot of traffic here. Okay, so what I'm going to show you now is how cold it really gets on top of a snow mountain. So you don't really want to plant anything here, because if we go to um 2 in the morning. Yeah, 2 in the morning. It goes to about minus 20. I've seen it go to over minus 20 degrees Celsius, guys. 0 Fahrenheit. Okay? So you're going to freeze your butt off up here, basically. Okay? So it's 0 Fahrenheit. Let's go 12. No, let's go 0. Midnight. What I've seen is not that cold at midnight, but here around 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Okay, we're still the same. Let's go to 3, like just before the sun comes up. Yeah, there we go. Just before the sun comes up, 3 o'clock in the morning, guys, it's like minus 20 degrees Celsius. Okay, so in any case, sorry for making the video so long. You guys just know I like to explain things to you completely. So if you enjoyed this video and you learned something, do me a favor and click that like button. And if you want to see and learn everything there is to see and learn about Scum, then click the subscribe button. And after 9 days, my internet is finally fixed. So see you guys into night stream with a top quality stream. And yes, after this, I'm going to bring you guys 2 more videos. 1 radiation guide, and then 1 issue that I'm very passionate about just before the stream. So hold on, get your snacks. I'll be back. Cheers. Holy poop. That has just gone. That is low, guys. That's almost minus 20 Fahrenheit. Holy poop. See you guys later. Cheers.